Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Windolf, and I decided to do my emerging technologies presentation on unmanned vehicles. So let's jump right into it. First of all, it's important to know that there are two main kinds of unmanned vehicles. We have the remote-controlled vehicle, which operates surprisingly similarly to the remote-controlled toys that we play with, but have added technologies that will make them a bit more practical. Don't get me wrong, remote-controlled toys are fun to play with, but you can't use them to shoot Hellfire missiles to take out terrorist leaders. The second type of unmanned vehicle is a really interesting one, the autonomous vehicle. Unlike remote-controlled vehicles, these do not have somebody sitting somewhere controlling them. They do all the thinking by themselves. Not too many fully autonomous vehicles exist yet, but many new automobiles are adding features such as lane keeping, acceleration and braking, parking assistance, and accident avoidance systems. Companies are getting really close to perfecting aspects of the autonomous vehicles, and I would be surprised if many of these types of vehicles weren't available to the public within 10 years. First, I'll explain some of the applications of UAVs, or unmanned aerial vehicles. First of all, we have aerial surveillance. As of now, UAVs are being used heavily to locate wildfires in remote areas, since they can go so far away from civilization safely. They are also being used to patrol roads and even alert cargo ships if there's pirates approaching. Scientific research is another amazing use for unmanned vehicles. They can go into areas where it is too dangerous to risk human lives, such as really close to hurricanes and other deadly storms. When we think of UAVs, we generally think of unmanned attacks on the bad guys, or at least I do. Since 2001, MQ-1 Predators have been taking out terrorists all over the world with its $68,000 per shot ammo, which is capable of locking onto targets. Although it has been stated that 20% of all deaths that come from these attacks are civilian, so much work still needs to be done for more precise attacks. These are just a few of the practical uses for unmanned aerial vehicles. The uses for autonomous cars are pretty straightforward. Automobile manufacturers are looking for ways to make their product the best, thus attracting more customers and making more money. That is what has started the race for the fully autonomous car. This race is very beneficial to the public as well, because the outcome will be much safer and human error will no longer be a factor when these vehicles are perfected. As I stated earlier, cars will be able to stay in their own lanes and even communicate with other vehicles to avoid collisions with them. There are many other types of unmanned vehicles that I don't have the time to go over, such as underwater drones that are used to explore depths that us humans can't reach, and spacecrafts that can explore space where it is too dangerous to send humans. Now, some of you may be wondering, what does it cost to own an unmanned vehicle? The price varies greatly. You could pick up a remote-controlled car from the dollar store, or you could go spend $4.5 million on a military-grade MQ-1 Predator. Although there is a median. You can pick up drones that are available to the public ranging anywhere from $100 to a few $1,000s that can be flown around as a hobby. I believe that vehicles controlled by man will be a thing of the past in the not-so-distant future. They're becoming more and more available to anybody to go pick up, and automobile companies expect to have autonomous car software developed by 2020. That wraps up my presentation on unmanned vehicles. I expect great things to come from autonomous and remote-controlled vehicles within the next few years, and I think it's a great emerging technology. Thanks everyone for watching, and